I don't necessarily believe in the supernatural. I think it's fair to say I'm a skeptic when it comes to these kinds of things, but on the other hand, it's totally legal to put a curse on someone. Let's do it. I immediately encountered a problem. I don't actually know how to curse anyone. So I did a little digging, because as much as I am often a skeptic, I'm not going to jump into this kind of thing without some forethought and preparation. Better safe than sorry. My investigation led me to this video, and I think it's best you just have a little watch. Now, I don't care if you believe in this kind of thing or not, there's a certain, energy this kind of thing gives off that is impressive, and clearly beyond my level, but it did lead me down the rabbit hole of witch talk, which has all sorts of fascinating folklore, pantheons, spell work, belief systems. It could be an entire series onto its own. It's so interesting, but suffice it to say, I felt very inspired. And some of these videos, well, they made me giggle like a schoolgirl. Still, all of these various practices gave me hope, and eventually, I found just the thing. But first, before we can curse someone, we need to be in the right headspace, and that requires us to be in the right physical space. Boom! Look at that! Wow! I got a green screen, shut up. Now, I'm not much of a witch or sorcerer or any kind of thing like that, so I will be following a WikiHow article on how to curse someone. Now, the first few steps are to really consider if this is something you want to be doing, because there are risks, apparently, but I have already done step 2, which is to put up some magical protections around my house, so I figure I am good to go. Hopefully this doesn't backfire. Why am I doing this video? So, the first thing you need to curse someone is a jar, mason jar, hooray. Next thing you need is some kind of puppet of the person. It has all sorts of instructions on making a little sewn doll that you can tie hair to be creepy and stuff, and that's too much work for me. So I have settled on simply printing out pictures of these people, and we'll work with that. The next thing you need to do is gather your mediums, which are apparently things you use to transmit your own negative energy to the person. For my case, I have red chili flakes, nails, rusty screws, vinegar, always hate it, ugh. Some used matches, which apparently fire up the curse when you shake the jar, so I'll try that. And finally, some just local ethically sourced graveyard dirt, which I know we all have lying around. Let's get to work. So, the first person I am cursing is going to be Mr. Beast, aka, with his mistreatment of contestants that came to light a little while ago, and now his current dealings in Saudi Arabia, which is notorious for its human rights violations, I think it's time that he chills the fuck out a little bit. So I am cursing his reputation to crumble. I want his true character exposed, and I want public opinion to turn against him. So, I've got a photo of this guy, whatever his human name is, I don't know. I will be folding this up and putting it in the jar. Mason jar? ASMR cursing someone? Anyone? Okay. Photo in the jar. Now, add some nails, a bit of spicy flakes. Look at that. Now we get to the fun part. We could do matches, some vinegar in there, and then finally, last but not least, we have the graveyard dirt. The whole thing says to really stew on my intention, and my intention is for his reputation to crumble. So, Mr. Beast, I want your reputation to crumble. I want people not to like you anymore, and I think 12-year-olds need to find better content to watch on the internet. That's my intention I'm putting into this jar. There you go, and you give it a nice little shake. That looks horrifying. God, this is actually kind of scary. Look at that. Okay, that is one person cursed. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that... I mean, I know it's just mud water with chili flakes and nails, but I kind of got the heebie-jeebies from this. Now, the second person I'm going to be cursing is Elon Musk. He's a massive man-baby who is terrible for the world, a piece of shit human being, and weirdly obsessed with impregnating people, and the only reason why anyone cares about him is because he's filthy fucking rich. So I curse him to lose all of his money. I want him to be swallowed up with lawsuits, I want his companies to collapse, and I want everyone to forget about him because he's a loser. Okay, we've got a photo of the man himself. Photo of the man going into the jar. I'm putting rusty nails for this one, primarily. I feel like that's somehow more fitting. Chili flakes. Bada bing, bada boom. More vinegar. Match. And, of course, the graveyard dirt. Big old man-child. Cursed! Is this creepy? Is it weird that I'm doing this in my house? It's a little bit weird. Anyway, this is Elon Musk's curse jar. And am I going to mix these jars up immediately? Yes, fuck. Okay, the third person I will be cursing this video is none other than the current Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. Yep, we're going there. I'm going to be cursing him with a Freaky Friday body swap situation. I want him to wake up in the body of an 8-year-old child in Gaza, and if he can survive long enough and not be shot by the IDF, he can body swap back having learned his lesson and put a stop to the genocide he is perpetuating. Alright, one genocidal maniac going in the jar. ASMR. Pretty fancy. There we go. Chili pepper. Nails. The last of the matches I have. Going in. Vinegar. There we go. And of course, the graveyard dirt. And that brings us done. Okay, so we have Mr. Beast labeled cursed. We've got Elon Musk labeled and cursed. And we also have, of course, Netanyahu. Now, today I chose to put out negativity into the world, so I wanted to add something positive as well. So the final curse, or I guess spell I'm making up myself, but it's going to be on my YouTube subscribers. And that's right, I am cursing you with good fortune. I got a little jar, I've got honey, and some stevia. So I'm going to be putting sweet things in a jar, as opposed to sour and nasty things. And if you subscribe, you are guaranteed to have good luck. So subscribe because you're no one sue me, but you're guaranteed to have good luck. Voila. Add some sweetener. Finally, honey. It's all in there. So where does this leave us exactly? I don't know. But if Etsy witches can curse Charlie Kirk right before his sudden death, then I think I have to have a little bit of faith that my curses might do something. Regardless, the only way to find out now is to wait. In the meantime, creating this video has filled me with an odd sense of paranoia. I think I may do some research into protection spells for my own well-being. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and to all my subscribers, good luck!